With the rapidly growing complexity of systems, monitoring becomes valuable, particularly when watching the network, the nodes, and allowing for the automated reconfiguration of the system. The Refit stack is addressing the problem of monitoring data management coming from different sources, able to pinpoint the application that is causing the problem and providing an accurate selection of appropriate deployment options for a given context. This is done by collecting, storing, and aggregating data appropriately to simplify the access to it and use per connection network metrics instead of just per network interface. This simplified monitoring process of heterogeneous infrastructure can ease decision making. Dynamic monitoring, runtime resource discovery, and autonomous refactoring of application deployments will change the way we manage heterogeneous multi-cloud and HPC environments. The innovative approach can detect the violations in the application performance SLAs based on runtime monitoring data and refactor the current deployment of an application to maintain or improve their performance. It is balancing non-functional requirements such as performance, cost, thermal, energy, security risks, and privacy risks, allowing for the dynamic discovery and use of the deployment options and allowing for coordinated management of CPU and GPU resources for multiple concurrent and containerized applications. We will now have a look at Refit stack in action. We see the label of the monitoring in the node exporter and in console, and we can see all the registered exporters and the specifications of the deployment that we are using with the IP address of one of the virtual machines we have. In Prometheus, we go to the targets and we can see that it's picking up all the node exporters and their state. The user is provided with a URL to access the monitoring, but the user has to have the appropriate access rights to access the sensitive information within Grafana. Once logging in with the appropriate access, and having the right access to it, we can click on resources details to get more information on the specific virtual machine, exposing the uptime, the number of virtual machines, the RAM. And we can see some basic memory statistics, bandwidth, internet traffic, discrete and write operations, and in a complete view of the virtual machine. All the information is interactive and is access to the user on the several details that need to be exposed with the appropriate data visualization. The exploitation of the full stack Sodalite solution finds opportunity in easing the work of DevOps experts, but also to the data scientists that lack the expertise but require the infrastructure and application optimization. In the past 3 years, we have been building realistic business plans on 5 well-defined key exploitable results based on the appropriate IPR management and an overall market assessment and the individual and joint exploitation plans reported by the consortium partners and IP owners. We consider a business offer with 3 tiers, 2 of which are already available in the end of the project for on-premise installation supported by testbed trial and 1 other in preparation beyond the lifetime of the project. The core differentiation between licenses will be based on the limited features and deployments and the static dynamic application optimization capabilities. Our early adopters are well positioned in impactful areas, connected cars, in silico clinical trials, and environmental efficiency. Sodalite is helping them in improving infrastructure to enable better deep learning, privacy preserving in fleets of vehicles, or allowing for the visualization of healthcare. While in the environmental efficiency scenario, Refit allows for optimal allocation of resources based on static policies and on dynamic conditions. It displays relevant monitoring metrics of various infrastructure types centrally and provides all the information required to support both cluster and node local reconfiguration on IoT automotive. The resourceful team that was built in the lifetime of the project and the existing expertise and potential within the partners is key to the exploitation potential of the QERs. Our advisors point out the great potential of innovation in Sodalite and the excellence of the achieved results. Get to know more about Sodalite through the results published on the Horizon Results platform, the online news made available by HPC Wire and HiPeak, the many inspiring events that we are taking part of, and of course, our newsletter, blog, product page, and social media. Thank you for your attention.